one coming up from Columbus in this one. The Oregon Ducks come in to take on the Ohio State Buckeyes, and over the last several years, whenever these two teams have gotten together, high stakes, playoff game, conference championship implications, all on the line. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to Holly Rowe.
Guys, this is one of the most exciting top 25 matchups of this season. Honestly, Oregon versus Ohio State might be two of the most talented rosters in all of college football. College football playoff implications on the line. This one should be massive when Oregon takes on Ohio State. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Rides to the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? There he goes to the right. Inside the touchdown, Oregon. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Throwing, say it. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I love the type of throw there by the quarterback, throwing to his running back on that angle route. That cannot be a bullet throw. He just puts enough air on it, makes it an easy catch for his running back on the move. Running back makes the grab, and he's able to advance it.
The Buckeyes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Quarterback making checks. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Here we go. Ready. Word 18.
Running inside. It's Cross. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right, and if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Open on the left side is Smith. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Finding open air. Got a little grass. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
This doesn't happen with just anybody in tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. They'll do the rest and make big gains.
Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Here's Sayin to throw. Wide open downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this D's given up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession. But right here, they get a chance to save it. Nice job. They're forcing a passing third-and-goal situation here. Got to stay sticky to these wide receivers. One more down, and it would look like a really bad possession can turn into a field goal and a win for this defense.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Again, it's Sayin. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room, it's Davison. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
Great job on the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Sayin. Got a man. It's Jackson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up.
Sweep. Return. Go!
They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation.
Over. Go!
Saying to throw for it on fourth. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Moore. Makes a grab and room to run. He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at the 10, and he scores! Touchdown, Ducks! You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Makes the grab. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Say it. Bringing the heat. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Nice move to keep running. Makes the catch and he's free. Stumbled to the ground.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short.
Booster, booster. Hey, move.
Sayin from the gun on third down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The Buckeyes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The option, he'll keep it. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football and he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
See what they've got on second down. Moore. Here's a heat. The screen. He's got wheels. Nice move. Create some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The Ducks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a crease. It's Davison. Got enough for the first. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Ducks! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, say it. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
So just how aggressive can they afford to be as they snap it on second and long from the 13? Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Cross. Good, solid tackle. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. From the gun on third down, say it. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Here's Julian saying to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw. The screen, he can go. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This could be a major turning point in this game. Going for it inside their own 40. Saying back to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. On the run, it's Davison. Finding some room. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. First down here for the offense. Dante Moore. Rushes on him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
The run inside. It's Davison. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
No gain on the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's Moore to throw. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Coming out with it, it's Cross. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 16 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Georgia looking to extend that win streak to double digits. How many teams can say that? It's been one of the best coaching jobs in football this year, and a big payday is on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Makes the grab. It's Cross. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wide receiver going in motion. Lined up in the gun on third down. Sayin makes the catch. Able to work into the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. got room to work. Hard running there. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeye! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Well, they're able to punch that one in on the ground, and honestly, I'm not sure the defense really expected them to come out running the football considering how much they're down in this game. Probably expecting them to throw it a little bit more and have a little more sense of urgency. But either way, listen, for the offense, you just got to get on the board. You got to find a way to score somehow, some way. Now, they're down by a lot, David, and I don't know if they can keep running it moving forward.
They might not be able to keep running it, but they had to score on that possession. Now, defensively, you got to step up for it, right? Like, they got to get both sides of the football working together, but the defense is going to have to get some stops. But obviously, a bulk of the pressure is on this offense. Every possession is going to be so important.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Moore. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Moore. There's a crease. Big pickup on the ground, knocked out at the 28-yard line.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. Trainer's out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. And the Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the red zone, it's Davison. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
How in the world did he miss that? So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score.
Number 39, set to kick off.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Sayin to throw. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
This guy reminds me a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation.
Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Davison. Makes it past the marker. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
Number 39, set to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cross. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Got his man. Breaks into the open. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And the defense drags him down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Got a man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Might be changing the route.
Booster, booster! Let it go!
Saying from the gun on third down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And how about the complementary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down.
22, ready, go!
Fourth down, say it. And down he goes. A sack on fourth down, and the defense gets the football back.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They'll run it on the counter. Creates a little space. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Throwing more. The screen, and watch out. Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33.
Number 39, set to kick this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Cross. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
First and 10.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Over the middle, it's Smith. He's got enough for the first down, and he stopped after a pickup of 14, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, ready. Blue 85, blue 85.
working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding.
Snags it, and there's running room. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Say it. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. All
right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Pressure coming. Here's a throw downfield late. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The run inside. It's Jackson. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. 4th down, Sayin. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. Direct snap. It's Moore. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul-searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul-searching. I think a lot of fans, including myself, I don't know about you, David, scratching my head a little bit because normally I would tell you, well, the number one team loses, they're still in the college football playoff hunt. But after that loss, I'm questioning whether they could even win their own conference. They got smacked around today.
Yeah, and I think that's what matters. Like in the committee's eyes, we always see like a convincing loss like this, a beatdown. Like this is not a good thing on your resume. A lot of time it ends up being an anchor that will keep you out of that spot. Still a good team. Still a lot of time to do some great things in front of them. Today was a disappointing day.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.